Joined right now by Zven from TSM after their victory over Echo Fox. He's officially made it into the semifinals. Of course, coverage brought to you by Alienware. Zven, talk to me a little bit. Why are you laughing?
Just a quick plug here for Alienware.
At the start of every interview.
No, it's just
You don't ever watch my
really
content?
nice how you do it like so smoothly. Like
I try. Well, regardless, it was really nice how you won that game or that match so smoothly. I mean, you lost the first game, but after that, it went pretty smooth.
yeah, I mean I think it was not so smooth. It might look that way, but I didn't feel that well. I mean that good. I think we played okay. I think we had some wonky draft a little bit. We weren't so prepared for what they did sometimes. So I think we played well given the circumstances, but I think it wasn't the swiftest draft today.
Yes.
So
I've been trying not to bring that meme up in these interviews because I know you guys are all super tired of it, but then you drop it, and now I feel like I have every excuse to use it.
I think it's funny until it gets used in a bad way against us.
Okay.
So for now it's fine.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's hard to use it in a bad way. You guys just keep winning matches.
Yeah, I mean it feels good that we're like 14-2 now, and since that meme got created, so it's in a good way now. But maybe we lose the game at Worlds something or MSI or whatever happens. I'll lose playoff finals, and then I see Swift draft, blah blah. I'm like, funny, you know.
It's a ticking time bomb. You're saying.
It's a double-edged sword, and right now it's paying off.
Yes. Well, it does seem to be paying off. But is Acadian tired of that meme, by the way?
I don't think so.
Good. Either way, so you beat Echo Fox. You did it 3-1. Did you expect it to be 3-1 at all? Because a lot of people I saw were predicting a 3-0 for you guys. They felt like you guys had it in hand.
I think 3-1 was kind of what I was thinking was going to happen. I think 3-0 was a possibility, but I wasn't surprised we lost one game. I think the first game we could have won, but we were playing some pretty whack shit. Not what we were planning on playing, I think, in the draft. So I think it's fine that we lost one game. It's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be 3-1 for us, most likely, if they played somewhat well. I think they're not bad at all.
Why did you end up playing whack shit?
Because I want to say it to everyone, but we prepared something, and they did something that made us not able to play that something.
Okay.
So we had to go for like not plan A, not plan B, but plan what to do, guys.
Yeah.
So when you're in draft and you're like, guys, what do we pick here? And I was like, I don't really know, guys. I can pick this, but it's kind of not really, really good. So that's why we're playing some whack shit.
Okay. So, and then you guys never ended up playing the thing you were thinking about playing.
Yeah, somewhat. It's just hard because I can't say the names. I don't want to spoil it, but
So maybe, well, the reason I said it, maybe we will end up seeing you play that next week.
Yes. Also, we didn't play a single game on blue side this whole series, so we only have one side of drafts, and they are very different on blue side. So it's like, we didn't really play what we planned exactly. So yeah. Also, we scrim against certain teams that are in the like TL, FlyQuest, GGS, because they're in the outside of the bracket. So we scrim against very different teams than these guys. So our practice wasn't so good for these guys, right? Because they play different stuff than those guys. So, but yeah.
These guys, those guys.
Yeah.
No, I got you. Now, next week you are facing C9, and there has been a rock paper scissors situation that people claim exists between you guys. How do you break the chain? I guess, or the game. I don't know.
Just winning at C9 forehead.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we can just walk away. This interview's done. No, but I mean, how are you going to prevent C9 from sort of reenacting their unfortunate wins?
Regarding the whole rock, paper, scissors or the 3 Pokemon, Earth, whatever, Water, Fire, I think against TL we have a good matchup. This is how it works, that we have 3 lanes that can win. They only have 2, I think. Main is 1 in the ball lane. I think that C9, I think they won against us twice so far in Split. They also beat us last year and blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that the games we played against them were us losing or like them winning. It was us losing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like we had advantage in both games and we threw it away. But I think generally C9 is a team that we struggle against. Even in scrims, they are pretty good at playing their style. They really know what their identity is in draft and how to play that. So I think they are a good team. I'm not afraid of them, but they're definitely like the strongest team. The ones there's left for us to play against, for our matchup specifically. I don't feel afraid of TL at all or FlyQuest, but and see now, like, okay, these guys are good, you know. They know how we play and they know how to play against it. So I don't know what it is really.
Reggie said in an interview with Avali afterwards that a lot of when he spoke with Parth, and with Zix at the beginning of this year, it was like, hey, we want to be in a good place for international competition. We're going to try these like different strategies. We're going to try to make sure that we're not just. Is that something you've been clued into this entire time?
Yeah, I think for sure that I always had the logic that we should always play or draft as if your opponents are really good. And even though you can win in NALCS by drafting this shit or playing this way, you just cannot beat a good team with this logic. In G2, you used to say, can we beat SKT with this draft? Can we beat Faker and these guys? And if the answer was no, then we wouldn't draft that way. Even though it was harder against our teams in LCS, you can play more favorable in LCS and you can win because teams are bad. But you can't win that way against other teams in like high level competition, right? So I think we draft to not have like any lanes are exposed or have any big weaknesses. I think some teams have a big weakness somewhere in their team, like one player or one lane or one draft counters their whole thing. And then we try not to have that. So that means that we play a lot of different stuff. We play push, team fights, dive, whatever. And I think we can do them all somewhat well, but we don't have like one that we're really good at. Yeah. So I think just for playoffs here, we have to sharpen some of those and then play only those.
Can you talk to me a little bit, if you're comfortable, because I know some teams are not always comfortable talking about this, but what does champion select look like? Like, whenever you guys are in it, is it Zix saying, you're playing this, or you're playing this, or is it a conversation? Like, how does it go?
I mean, we had the argument, or like the talk about it, that if it comes to it, it's a coach decision. In the end, if it's really important, he decides what we play. If it's really like last second, he chooses. But in general, we talk about the drafts before our matches. Like last night, had a draft meeting for like an hour. We talk, okay, they pick first pick this champion, then we do this. Okay, everyone agree? Yeah, okay, it's easy. But once we're in a scenario where we haven't been before, they pick some champions. For example, today we played against Aatrox. Then Tony asks BB, what do you want to play against Aatrox? He says, I think I want to play this or this, and he says, okay, you choose between these champions. Yeah. So it's like kind of a democracy, but if it really comes to it, it's Tony's last call.
Gotcha. And then as you work down I assume at some points in time, it becomes a situation where it's like, no, we really need this. Can you play this, right?
Sometimes in best of five, especially, people are nervous or afraid, and they go back to comfort. Yeah. And in those cases, I think even Tony would let us play our most comfortable champions if we had to. So even though he thought pick X was better, he might pick Y just because that's more comfortable for some people. Happens before, and I think he has the last call or the power or whatever, but he will allow comfortable picks, I think, if people really want them.
Okay, going back to the Cloud9 match next week, as we're winding down here, tell me, how many games is that going to go to?
Ooh, I don't know. I think it's going to be 4 or 5. I don't think it's going to be 3-0. Okay. I think it's likely that it's 3-1 or 3-2. Okay.
Really good. Looking forward to it. Oh, by the way, what did you think of because the all teams came out, and I think 14 out of 15 were from C9, TL, and TSM. You have any thoughts on that?
I didn't actually see the rankings, but I know I'm third or second. I don't remember, yeah. I'm third close. But I think it's pretty obvious that TL, C9, and TSM are just the 3 best teams. Yeah. And I think that all the players in these teams are also good individually. And I think that when Blows from that, he's not on the list, but he could have been there, I think. Yeah. I understand why he's not there. But I think he could have been there. I think it's just natural that I think there's a big difference between those 3 teams and then there's FlyQuest and everyone else. Yeah. So it's like FlyQuest has their own B tier or whatever, right? The second best category here. Yeah. So I think it's just what it is.
And then down at the bottom is 100 Thieves.
Correct.
Is there anything you want to say to anybody out there?
I just want to say that this year I feel more part of TSM, not just the org or the team, but the community as a whole. I feel more accepted as a player, as a person, by the fans and the community. So I'm really happy with this year so far. Last year I wasn't so happy being here in general, and this year it's better than last year. So thank you, everyone that cheers me and writes nice messages in my Twitch chat or whatever. I appreciate you all. Yeah. Just know that. And people like you make me want to, win more than anything.
It's nice when people aren't shitting on you.
Yeah.
You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. There's Cloud9. I don't know if we can just turn the cam right there. Hello. Good to see you guys. Quick, stop everything you're doing. Click on the Twitch link in the description of this video and follow me. And then if you have a Twitch Prime, feel free to throw it my way. Just want to throw that out there. Either way, thanks so much to Alienware for sponsoring my stuff over the course of this split and going into the next split. They're going to sponsor me at MSI. They're going to sponsor all this stuff. Really appreciate it. U.GG for the stats over the course of this split. It's been fantastic as well. And so much thank you to you. So much of a thank you to you for watching all my content. I really appreciate it. We're getting close to 200K subs on the channel. If you want to help me out there, that's super helpful. But you already helped me just by watching it and sticking through this entire outro. And if you did stick through the entire outro, let's see, what's like the special thing you could put? Just put a less than 3, like a less than 3 in the comment of the video, and then I'll know that you watched this.